Right, here we go then. Episode 80, I believe this one. It is Monday morning, 1st of June. It's another nice start to the day. Looks like it might chuck it down at some point. That is your weather review over. First little job this morning, first job I'm filming, is a little repair. This is a crushed drums bass drum hoop. It's a really nice finish actually. It's quite unusual. I've not really seen it done exactly like this before. This is an ash outer ply. It looks like it's been stained sort of all black probably and then sanded back. That bit's quite standard, but it's just how they've got the silver, looks to be silver, into that grain on the ash. Looks really cool actually. On a full kit I bet it looks great. But anyway, this hoop has took a bit of damage. The camera will pick it up, but it's split sort of on the inside there. And it does go right the way through. Probably just a thin coat of finish which is sort of keeping that together there. Now in a way it'd have been easier and probably more repairable if the break had been worse than it is really. Especially on the outside, there's not a great deal you can really do with that because there is no gap to get it in. It's like the finish, it's gone through to the finish but not right the way through. So I'll just give that a light sand on the outside once it's been glued. There is some sort of splits here that I can squeeze some glue into, and then if I just get a blade, look, I can get some glue into each of these splits, get glue in there, get some sort of grease proof on it, and then a couple of cawls and clamp it up, and it should give it enough strength to carry on. We should be able to save this. Wouldn't it be a shame to have to remake another one, because it is, as I say, it is a nice finish. Crushed drums. So yeah, I'm gonna have a go. If you ever need to do anything like this yourself, you can buy tons of these sort of things. They tend to come in like multi-packs where you get some really tiny needle diameters, which are just no good for wood glue. I don't know really what you're supposed to squeeze through those, but a wood glue really struggles to get through anything finer than this really. So I will fill this up with glue, and then you just bob it over the hole, or if the hole's even bigger than that, put it in the hole and squeeze, and that injects it into there. These are cheap as chips. They're a good buy. They normally come with like a little bung, a little plastic bung. You just pierce over the thing to keep the air out, which keeps the nozzle open. If you just leave it, it'll just all set and block. But these didn't come with any. I've just ordered a new batch because I'd run out, so I'll just put a bit of tape over the end and see how that goes. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do that now. Cue me spilling this everywhere. I'm using quite a runny mix of adhesive just to make sure it flows in there. That's that bit. So I think we'll start on this inside. I'm just going to use a blade. You can use anything thin. Quite fiddly when I'm using that, and we will wipe this down obviously and sort of tart up the finish afterwards. What I don't want to do is pull these back too much that they split off. If I weren't filming this, I'd just lay it down flat and do it. It'd be much easier, but I'm trying to make sure the camera can see what I'm doing, so it's not as straightforward as it would be if I wasn't filming. Right. I'll wipe some of that off. Then, right, let's just filled the first one, but then it's also covered the where the crack is on the other, so I can't see it. So I need to just find where those are so I can get it in those. Right, I don't really want to try and put anything on that front because there is still that slight thin coat of finish that is keeping that all down. So I'm going to leave that bit, flip it over, see anything that side. No, that side's okay. I'll just try and get a bit more under here. Where's me? Ooh, where's my blade gone? Right. I'm just gonna then just get some grease proof or anything like that. It's not going to stick. And a couple of coils of the same diameter. That's quite an important part, otherwise you're going to change the shape of the hoop. Put that on. Whilst I'm going to clamp it, I'm not going to go crazy with the clamp. Right, next job. Got this cherry shell, which I've just had sat for quite a while. It's been an offcut, so somebody's ordered a cherry shell. I've made it twice the size of this, given them their piece, and then this is the remainder. It's been sat for ages. I've not done anything with it. I thought it'd look nice with a bit of oil on, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. So I'm not going to mess about, I'm just going to pour it on and rub it in with my hands. And as you can see, the beauty of oil, how much it makes everything pop. This is a matte oil I'm using on this one. It's from Osmo. Yeah, the Poly X oil. Typically what you might put on a very nice hardwood floor, something like that. Yeah, equally as good on drum shells. There you go. Oh, that looks nice already, doesn't it?